Hello, this is MrChabry. Once you start up your game, you're going to see what season it currently is. Right now it's winter. Before we continue, I want to head back in here. There's something that I forgot. But depending on your season, your overworld is going to be changed a little bit. In winter, of course, where we're at right now, there's not that much of a difference. We're going to go ahead and grab this TM. This is TM for Thief. That's a decent move for this part of the game. But right now, in the overworld, there's not that much of a difference when it comes to the seasons. But later on, you're going to see some differences in the overworld. Specifically, winter is going to allow you to see different locations with snow. And that snow is actually going to give you access to certain locations that you don't normally have access to. Before we battle this person, let's go ahead and use one of our super potions on Jalapeno. Try to get some health back before we battle this person. But yeah, you can see here, got some trainers to defeat before we continue on down south. And once we reach south, the next city that is the south of us, we're going to be able to do some more things there. Plus, before we get there, there's going to be some interesting things to interact with. We're going to finish off this Patrat. Not that much of a threat. Lillipup, let's actually give some experience to Avocado, mainly because Avocado is going to be very important in some upcoming battles. And I would like to give Avocado a chance to shine. So Avocado right now doesn't have anything that great, but you can see this thing has decent defense. You see it took that so well. Headbutt really is its best option. And Tackle is going to not do very much just because Avocado is so bulky. And unfortunately, we're going to have Avocado get knocked out. But Celery can come in and save the day. Celery at this point should be faster than Lillipup anyway. So it'll outspeed. We finish off Lillipup and get some experience on Celery. Alright, and Pidove, which Jalapeno is going to be our best option against that thing. Alright, and Pidove, like I said, we just go ahead and Ember it. I do believe Flame Charge is the better option of the two moves, but we do get a lucky critical hit there, so I'm not too sad about how that turned out. Ooh, and we get ourselves one of those nice Oran berries. Alright, we're going to grab this item. This is the repel that we were hoping for. And as you come down here, you're going to see Bianca and the kid. Oops. I actually want to heal up before I continue down, but we go ahead and hand the Pokemon back, and the little kid will give us some heal balls. Which, once you catch a Pokemon, it actually heals it up, so you don't have to run back to the Pokemon Center to heal it up. But you can see here, I could use some healing. So let's go ahead and do that. But yeah, right now our team still is pretty small. Eventually, I would like us to maybe catch a Drillbur. I don't want to catch one there because then that'll take away from training on Roggenrola. But eventually, later on, we will pick out our very own Drillbur, which actually is a very great Pokemon. And I'd like to buy more repels while I'm here. Now, repels are such a useful item. I'm going to grab a bunch of them. And that will be good. We also have the TM for Thief now. Which, let's go ahead and just see what Pokemon can learn that. Now, we can steal an item from the opponent with that, and Celery actually, I think, would be good to learn Thief. Because it's way better than Lick. You can see Thief is 40, Lick is only 20 power. And plus, Thief, you have that added bonus. Now, the great thing about Generation 5 is that here you can reuse the TMs as often as you would like. It's not like the older generations where they break, or the newer generations where they break. They brought that mechanic back, where you can only use TMs once. I honestly do prefer having the ability to use TMs as often as you would like. Now, I would like to put Avocado up here, mainly because I need to get some experience on Avocado. Now, Avocado is going to be a very, very important Pokemon in this upcoming battle. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll Headbutt. We don't really have to worry about electric moves as much because I think this thing's electric moves are special. Now, Roggenrola is pure rock, if I am not mistaken. So it doesn't have that bonus that Geodudes have, where they're immune to electric. But the thing about Blitzel, it's a physical attacking electric type. So I'm not too worried about it. And Charge is just, it's a status move. It's going to raise its special defense, which isn't going to matter here at all. Alright, look at that experience. Boom, Avocado to level 11. That was much needed experience. Alright, there is an item here. Before we step in this grass, let's go ahead and just spray one of the repels. Repels are so great. They are so useful as an item. And antidotes are also pretty well useful on your adventure. You can see here Sharon just chilling out in the grass. What is he doing there? Well, what he's going to tell you is that the dark grass actually allows you to battle 2 Pokemon at once. Now that's an interesting thing. Of course, right here we did not get the 2 Pokemon at once. But that's going to be something that you will have the ability to do, is to battle 2 Pokemon at once. And doing so will actually help you level up some of those Pokemon that probably do need some help leveling up. Just have that Pokemon out there, and then your other Pokemon do the heavy lifting in the battle. Well, we're going to see Woobat once again, this being the Psychic Flying type Pokemon introduced in Generation 5. It is a decent Pokemon, and like I said earlier, if you really want a Psychic type early on, Munna is great, and a Woobat is great for your early needs. We're going to switch just because this thing is standing to defeat us with its special moves. Roggenrola's special defense isn't the greatest. So I'm going to go into Celery, who has the move Thief. And that's actually a decent move here against a Woobat. And if this thing had an item, we would have taken it there. I'm going to just click Cut. Woobat kind of annoying right now. Takes us down to 3 HP, but wow, this cut's not enough. Let's go ahead and go back and let's go into Jalapeno then. I don't feel like having Celery get knocked out here, so I have to go all the way back. Let's go ahead and Flame Charge, finish this off. You can see that Woobat actually has really good speed. It's pretty fast. Alright, so Woobat goes down. Not the toughest of battles, but it has some stuff that you can do if you decide to use it on your team. Alright, and then as you run this way, there's actually, if you go down here, you can find a great ball. Great balls are always good to have. And we have this person just chilling out, staring out at the lake. This girl's going to have a Patrat and a Purloin, which you've already seen them quite a bit. They shouldn't really be the struggle that they might have been for you early on. We're going to go ahead and headbutt this thing. You can take that so well. Roggenrola with the great defense. We'll take one more bite. I think we would want to heal up here, just so I can actually make sure we get the experience on our Roggenrola, because I need it to have as much experience as I can put on this thing. It's a good Pokemon. Let's go ahead and headbutt once again. And looks like one more headbutt should do the job. Alright, so there we go. Nice. Patrat goes down. And we get to level 12, which is nice for Avocado. Look at that. Avocado is rising really fast in levels. So let's go ahead and continue our headbutt shenanigans. Each Pokemon has kind of a category where they fall in when it comes to how quick they level up. There's some that level up fast, some that level up slower. I'm presuming that Roggenrola is in the faster category, just because you can see how fast that went. Oh, and this thing has Bide, which is actually kind of scary. If I can get one more headbutt in, we won't have to worry about taking a nasty Bide. Alright, so Avocado level 13, now caught up with the rest of the team. And from there, we just head down here, grab the Awakening that is available to us. Go ahead and spray another Repel. Alright. And then there's this person right here that we can battle. Quite a few trainers for us to battle in this small little route. This kid's going to have a Pidove and a Roggenrola. So we're going to get to see how our opponent uses that nice, bulky rock type. Pidove's not that much of a threat just because of its typing. It doesn't really have much that it can do to Roggenrola. So I'm just going to let Roggenrola have this free knockout here. It's pretty much free experience. You can see quick attack doing very little. Now, specifically for my opponent's Roggenrola, I would like to go into Celery for that. Because Roggenrola is so bulky that it's going to just be a long battle between two Roggenrolas. So if I can go into a Pokemon that could more than likely one-shot it, I will. Now, you can see Celery is really low on health, but you know, I'm okay with that. We are so close to the next city that even if Celery gets knocked out here, I can heal up super, super quick. Wow, that actually did a lot less than I would hoped. That was a super effective hit. I do think Jalapeno is probably going to be the best option, just because I can hit it with an Ember, which is a special move, versus just hoping that I can get some nice damage in with other things. Oh, that Sand Attack is bad. Sand Attack is always bad. And we should finish it off with that. Oh, not quite. But we get the burn. That's great. Okay, so with that, not only is Roggenrola going to be doing less damage, but it goes down to its own burn, which is nice. Alright. So with that, we just cross right here into the next city, which is Nakreen City. So now we step through these doors. You can see some houses here. You can see some tracks on the ground. You can see Sharon asking us to follow him. He's going to show us right here. Go straight, and there's a Pokemon Center. Well, of course, we would have found that on our own, Sharon. But the main thing is you get some Chesto Berries here. Chesto Berries will wake up your Pokemon when they're asleep. So that's actually really nice. That's something that's actually really great to have. So we're going to go ahead and heal up. So, once you step back out into Nakreen City, there's a few things that you can actually do. If you come over here, you can actually trade, I believe it's... Yeah, you can trade, I believe it's this girl. Yeah, so if you have a Cottonee, you can get a Petalil. In the opposite game, if you have a Petalil, you can get a Cottonee. So, version exclusives. Say you want to have the other version's grass type, you can do that. If you go this way, there is a building here where you can buy some items, and these could actually help you out in battle. Now, if we go down one more, talk to this girl, she will give you an item. Now, depending on who you started out with, she'll give you a specific item that will help that Pokemon. Now, I'm assuming you can actually say something else. Yeah, you can actually lie to her and get the other item. Say you have a Snivy, but you would really like that charcoal. You can tell her that you got Tepig. It doesn't really matter. Basically, she's going to give you something that will help you. And I think Jalapeno having the charcoal is actually going to be very helpful throughout this game. Now, with that, we've got healed up. We've gotten our team in place. There's other things you can do. There's a house here. If you check on Wednesday, you can get a treat. The cafe, you can get soda pop. But I'm not playing this on a Wednesday. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and go up here. This is the gym. And you can talk to N, who's going to actually challenge you to another battle. This guy kind of mysterious. We don't know where he's from or what he's about. He just seems to pop up in inconvenient times. So it doesn't matter what you say to N. He will always go ahead and start the battle once you answer yes or no. But here he has a Pidove. And what you're going to notice is that early on, he always has Pokemon that you can find in the surrounding routes. And that actually goes into his character. He doesn't really believe in owning Pokemon and keeping them. So what he will do is whenever you meet him early on, he's going to find Pokemon in the surrounding route just to use in battle against you. So some of the Pokemon you're going to see is a Pidove. We've already seen that before. Pidove's not much of a threat. We have Avocado that can just destroy it. Avocado doesn't really feel any threat by it. Now, Rock Blast is good to have because that gives us a Rock Stab move, which we were really in desperate need of. It's a rock move that can hit 5 times. Next up is Tempo. This is a water type. Thing about Tempo is you can catch it around here. It evolves into a water ground type Pokemon, which are always nice Pokemon. They always have good stats. So another Vine Whip. You can see how much damage that takes from that. This Growl might actually make things a little bit annoying here, though. Yeah, you're going to see it actually survive because of that Growl. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get hit with a Supersonic. What that does is it confuses you, and you're likely to hit yourself in confusion, just like that. And it mainly just makes things annoying if you're trying to get through a battle. Now, if that happens in a situation where you're likely to struggle, well, it's going to be really bad for you. Now, Timber is a Pokemon. This is a fighting-type Pokemon. I think I would like to actually go into our Tepig for this one. Tepig's almost ready to evolve already. We haven't actually got that far in the game, and we're already about to evolve our Tepig. Now, I'm hoping that this does a decent amount of damage. It looks like it's not going to do that much, but I'm going to go ahead and do one more Flame Charge. And then we'll probably have to switch to prevent Tepig from going down. Because Bite is just one of those moves that are tough to play around. Now, if I were able to finish it off with that hit, we would be in a different situation. But however, since the Timber survived, it's going to be able to hit me back. And I think Avocado should get the last hit on this thing. Is this going to actually help us out? We'll go ahead and Headbutt. Focus Energy is going to improve its critical hit chance. We're not going to let it have the opportunity to do that. Alright. So, really, N at this point is not much of a threat to us. So, now he's telling us my friends are not strong enough to save all Pokemon, but he needs more power, and he's going to wander off. I know what power I need. Zekrom, the legendary Pokemon that along with the hero created the Unova region. It's my turn to become that hero, and you and I will be friends. So, kind of mysterious in what he's telling us. I'm not sure how I feel about that, N. Like you're wanting to force us to be your friend. That's not how friendship works, N. And I'm sorry to be the one that tells you that. But we're going to go ahead and heal up. Get some nice recovery on these Pokemon. And we're going to go ahead and step into the gym. We're not going to... We're probably going to wrap up stepping into the gym. We did get quite a bit of stuff done today. But remember, as you step into these gyms, always talk. You're going to see this little cutscene. Always talk to the person at the front of the gym. Now, this gym, just like the Striaton Town, is also a public building. It happens to also be a museum. You can see a Dragonite fossil. And then, oh, here's a rock. Oh, here's a rock, too. He seems... Oh, there's no value. But keep in mind that rock right there. It was found in the desert. And then here is the Pokemon gym. And the gym leader is Lenora, which happens to be this guy's wife. So, we're going to go and defeat his wife in the next episode. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. I will see you in the next Pokemon video.